How do you want it? What are you doing preparing for the spring season coming up? You looking around your house and some things that need to be done. You got to ask yourself, how do you want it? And one of the people companies that will help you get it how you want it is Q Quality Service. Q Quality Service does a multitude of different things to your satisfaction. As a matter of fact, that was going to be my special guest, but guess what? The reason why Q is not in the house right now is because Q is somewhere doing something for somebody and making it how they want it. So if that's what you want for your home and things that you need to do around the house to get ready for the springtime, to get ready for the summertime, you know, as far as reseeding, as far as landscaping, as far as painting, as far as plumbing, as far as cleaning out, moving. Maybe you moving into a new crib. Never know. You might need your things moved from one place to a new destination to get ready for the spring and get ready for the summer. So I'm just letting you know, Q Quality Service will help you get it like you want it. All right. And that number for Q Quality Service, y'all ready? 267-237-8364. And I'm just going to say to you, when you call that number, be ready and prepared to give all the information that you need of what you need done and what you want done. Get ready for your estimate, because I'm just letting you know that this company is on point. They're going to be right there. And they have a lot of customers, and they want to make sure that they put you first when it's time for you to get your work done. So you want to get things scheduled now. It's in March. Who knows? We might have another snowstorm coming to us. But right now, we got some good spring weather going on. You can get that roof done. You know what I mean? You've been waiting all winter. The rain, the snow, back and forth, the sleet, the ice. I know it did a lot of damage. So call Q Quality Service, and he'll be able to come out and give you an estimate and let you know what you need done. You need a tree cut down. Q Quality Service. That number again is 267-237-8364. All right? So, like I said, y'all listening to the Dear Diva show, and we getting ready to jump right back into that topic. Do you know what I am thinking? We're going to go back to that. And the reason I talk about different things, because it always ties into the industry one way or another. You know, I'm here to be, how could I say, an informational piece. If I can, give you as much information that I can, because this industry is difficult. It can be fun. It can be hard at times. But what my position is, I want to be in a position to help people just like I had people to help me. As they say in acting, sometimes it's not always that you're doing things wrong. It's just that you want to be able to do things better. So we'll talk about some of the things that we need to stop doing, and that's thinking for others. When you're given specific instructions on, for instance, audition, if they sending out a memo saying they're looking for a Caucasian male, age range between 30 and 50, don't, if you're African American, decide, well, maybe they might need another African American, and decide that you want to show up because you thought that this was going to be a possibility of an opportunity. I mean, that's minimal, but I'm pointing that out to say you wouldn't believe that happens a lot. That happens a lot, especially when it comes to auditions. If you're given a monologue and you're asked to read a monologue, do that. Don't veer off from that, because apparently that's what they're looking for. Unless you're asked to do something different, don't do anything different. Just do whatever you can within the realm of that monologue. You know, I mean, we talk about those that are in front of the camera. Let's talk about those that are behind the camera. If you're hired to come on to a job and you're asked to film something, film it the way that it's asked. reason I say that is because me being a director, if I go back and I look at footage and it doesn't have what I asked for, as far as different angles, different scenes. Why? Because the camera person will say, well, I thought. So I'm saying these things, tying it into being very businesslike, communicating. Make sure that you communicate at all times. Stop going upon your own thinking. Not only, I'm not saying don't think for yourself, but when it comes to communication, when you're dealing with others, don't go upon, well, I thought. I talked about it with business. I'm going to touch on it with relationships. In relationships, we do it all day. When we're communicating with each other, we don't communicate completely. For instance, we often say with our mate, I did XYZ because I thought. You're thinking for other people. I'm going to give you an example of that, but I'm just saying to you, the bottom line is stop thinking for other people. Instead of thinking for other people, open your mouth, ask questions, communicate the things that you're thinking about. Maybe they're thinking about also, but without you asking the question, they are unaware of the interest of it. So if you present it to them and ask that question, then you're more aware. Communication is key in everything. You have to be able to communicate, especially in relationships. You have to be able to communicate. A successful relationship cannot exist with that presence of, well, I thought in mind. I can't tell you how many arguments have taken place behind, well, I thought. For instance, I do film. I do theater. I am constantly on the go. I do the radio. I have my own radio show. There's so many things that I'm involved in and so many things that I'm affiliated with. And in my past, I had a mate that opposed to setting up something for us to do or somewhere to go, it was, well, I thought you had this to do. I thought I had that to do. I mean, you had that to do. But without communication, they had no idea that maybe I would pull back, and opposed to doing some of the things that I was doing, that I would make sure that I had time to do the things that they, they had interest in and wanted to involve me in. But without that communication, I was unaware. So to be hit with, you work a lot, you work too much, you're always gone, Well, my response would always be, well, why didn't you ask me? Well, I thought. So I'm just telling you, that whole position of, well, I thought, can take you out of a relationship. It can take you out of good business with someone. It can alternate and you can change a lot of things because you're thinking for someone else. As they say, in relationships, communication is key, but in business, communication is key. And one of the things I'm going to stop real quick and talk about that is communication is key, especially when you're doing business. If you're running late, if you have to reschedule, please communicate. That's the most important thing in business and in relationships. So I'm getting ready to go to another musical break. One of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites. If anybody knows me, you already know who I really like. My favorite. Yep, there it is. Charlie Wilson, especially with Chills. Man, I listened to this song. Well, I'm not going to tell you where I was thinking, but I'm just going to play it for you, all right? So we're going to pause for the cause. We're going to let y'all listen to some music because this is radio. I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you some more tidbits. And I'm going to go into one of the things I was talking about as far as my topics. Well, I thought. The other one is, I forgot. Let's talk about that one. Listen to some Charlie Wilson. I'll be right back. This is Deeva Gordon from DEU on Sador Radio.